Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am talking to 10th class for lecture number 3. Two lectures you have listened. One lecture about respiration in the plants, and a second lecture in which you started respiration in the human being. You started. Very interested to note today we will discuss about inspiration, expiration. Inspiration, expiration mean how oxygen enters into your body and how your body receive oxygen, because there should be little gas pressure difference, pressure gradient, so that oxygen can enter into your body. Similarly, carbon dioxide will come out of the body through the pressure gradient, mean pressure difference between your body and outside, mean atmosphere. So I am to remind you, I am your Sir Irfan Ashraf, and we all belong to Uswa College, Islamabad. Today, uh, two things you have to. These are new one for you students. I will be slow in these two terms. The terms are diaphragm and external intercostal muscles and internal intercostal muscles. I will make easy. The muscles between the ribs are called intercostal muscles. The muscles between the rib is called intercostal muscles, and they are of two types. One is external intercostal muscle towards the outer side of the rib, and one is a internal intercostal muscle which are present inside, inner to the ribs. And they both will move the rib cage upward and downward, due to which the chest cavity will open or lungs will open, and lungs volume will increase, pressure will decrease, and oxygen will be able to enter from outside to inside. So I will discuss these two things: diaphragm, spelling diaphragm, diaphragm, and intercostal muscles I will discuss today. And before that, I want to remind you the passage of air. The pathway of the air was trachea, bronchus, bronchioles, alveoli cells, and small duct, alveolar duct, and then the pleural membrane, which is the membrane of the lung. The pathway, students, I will tell you once again. If you want to know the pathway right from your external nostrils, we were talking over last lecture, finished at external nostrils, so I will speak from external nostrils. Look here, external nostrils mean the openings of the nose, which is visible, and then the nasal cavity, internal nostrils, internal nostrils, then oral cavity and pharynx, and then comes the trachea opening, trachea written in your front, glottis, glottis, glottis opening of trachea, which is you remember epiglottis in the last lecture. Epiglottis, above the opening of glottis there is a lid like structure which is epiglottis, which is closing or opening glottis when you are entering the bolus into your esophagus. And then the bronchus, plural bronchi, then the bronchioles, then alveoli cells, and then I will add one word more, small alveolar duct. Then exchange of gases will take place, and pleural membrane. About the pleural membrane, I will tell you now. About the pleural membrane, there are two type of pleural membranes. Inner pleural membrane, outer pleural membrane. Visible to you. You can see blue color inner pleural membrane, red color outer pleural membrane. Why two pleural membranes are present? It is just like the same as it was present in the heart. Reason I tell you, and you already know, I think, that fluid present between these two membranes. That fluid which is present between these two membranes, that will reduce the friction and will protect the organ. Lungs will be protected by that fluid, and also that is shock absorber. Due to any injury, the liquid will absorb the shock and due to which the lungs will be saved. Same type of procedure as it was used to protect the heart. And you know the membrane of the heart. If in the class I may ask you, yes, you remind, recall, pericardium. Yes, the two membranes of the pericardium, and between them pericardial fluid present in the heart, and in the lungs similarly, just name difference, pleural membranes, outer pleural membrane, inner pleural membrane, and the fluid present between outer and inner pleural membrane, that is the pleural fluid, and protecting the heart. Now I will go back to inspiration, expiration. Inspiration, taking enough oxygen. I am telling you these things again and again, and I will keep telling you, because no topic will finish, and we will keep discussing until last chapter these things. Inspiration is called also inhalation. Very easy. Taking enough oxygen gas is called inspiration. Taking enough oxygen gas is called inspiration. And taking the coming out of carbon dioxide from your body, that is exhalation. That is exhalation. Inspiration is also called inhalation. Expiration is also called exhalation. exhalation, exhalation. And when oxygen will enter into your body, that is called inspiration. When carbon dioxide comes out of your body, that is called exhalation. And exhalation is also called expiration. Now point is, why oxygen enters into your body? Why oxygen enters into your body? Now you will just see my face. If I make the picture in the center, just see, visible. Okay, and look at the rib cage. I am standing now, rib cage. My rib cage is visible to you. My rib cage visible to you. Rib cage. This is rib cage. Okay, rib cage, finger movement. My finger movement. When I will inspire, look at my finger. Okay, my fingers are just in front of the rib cage. Okay, I will show that movement. My rib cage is showing by my fingers, by my hands. So I am, during inspiration, what happens to my rib cage? Look at my fingers. Now I am moving upward, outward. Once again, upward, outward. Inspiration, up, rib cage. My rib cage is moving it upward and outward. Little a bit upward, little a bit outward. Now expiration. In the expiration, little a bit inward and downward. Rib cage move inward and downward. Expiration. Now I will tell you what is the advantage of this rib cage movement. First question is that how our rib cage move by this way? How our rib cage move? Our rib cage move by diaphragm and intercostal muscles. Rib cage, actually the rib cage muscles are mostly linked with intercostal muscles, but diaphragm also helping, which I will tell you after some time. But as the rib muscles, in your book intercostal muscles are referred as rib muscles. In higher classes I will tell these are intercostal muscles. Better you remember now, because you will change the name in the higher classes. Rib muscles mean intercostal muscle. External intercostal muscles contract your rib muscles. Internal intercostal muscles relax. Diaphragm muscles, where they are situated at the base of your chest cavity. Look here, at the base of your chest cavity, just exactly where your chest finish, just exactly where your last rib pair is present, that is the floor. This is a double story building. Your body is a double story building, and upper story mean the lungs, in which the lungs are living, and the base of the lung mean between your intestine, abdominal cavity, and this is chest cavity. This is your chest cavity, and lower the intestine, where the intestine is present, that is abdominal cavity. This is the chest cavity, this is abdominal cavity, and between them, look at my hands, between them, this is the floor of the
chest cavity. Floor of the chest cavity mean this is the roof of abdominal cavity. Here dome shape mean curve shape, dome shape diaphragm muscles are present. So diaphragm muscles which are present at the base of the chest cavity, they are important. So how many number of the muscles I mentioned today? 3. I will name once again: diaphragm, diaphragm, diaphragm muscles. And these diaphragm muscles present where? At the base of the chest cavity, at the base of the chest cavity, at the base of the chest cavity. As the diaphragm muscles contract, the rib muscles of two type: one is external intercostal muscles and one is the internal intercostal muscles. They will also contract. Diaphragm muscles contract, external intercostal muscles also contract. Now see my finger once again. Look here. This is a dome shape curve. Watching my movement of this finger. This is a dome shape curve at the base of the thoracic cavity. This dome shape less when diaphragm contract. This dome shape, this curve is less, curve is less, curve is more, curve is less, curve is more. Diaphragm contract, curve is less. Diaphragm relax, curve is more. Technical, and this is important and interested also. Diaphragm curve small, your chest cavity more, volume is more, because your chest cavity will expand, because your diaphragm muscles is giving space more in the chest cavity for the lungs to expand. And two things are increasing volume of the lungs during inspiration. Look here students, diaphragm contract, dome shape less. Dome shape less mean curve less. Curve less mean your chest cavity is more, because curve more, your chest cavity is less. So curve less, dome shape less, your chest cavity is more. Another factor which will increase the chest cavity or thoracic cavity volume will increase, that is your rib cage. Rib cage will move up, I told already, up and outward, up and outward. Once again, rib cage, you just inspire and feel where your rib cage is moving. Inspiration, now I took oxygen inside, my rib cage move up and outward. It means my chest cavity increase, thoracic cavity increase. When thoracic cavity increase, the lungs are spongy in the nature. Lungs will open automatically when it will get space. They don't need to push, because when they will get the space, the lungs will expand. I am talking about inspiration. When the lungs will expand, the volume increase. And when the volume will increase, pressure will decrease. According to Boyle's law, both are inversely proportional to each other. And volume increase in the lungs, the pressure decrease. Now it is becoming easier for you. Everything flow from high concentration to low concentration. The difference between high pressure and the low pressure is called as a pressure gradient. So oxygen outside, mean in the atmosphere, just closer to your mouth, that has higher pressure. Reason, because your lungs are expanded. When lungs are expanded, their volume increase, pressure decrease, pressure less. Now the oxygen will flow from high pressure to low pressure. Similarly, this is called the pressure gradient. Yani everything flow from high pressure to the low pressure. Mean oxygen will enter from outside to inside your lung. So now once again, I will discuss how it happens. Mean muscles. Which muscles contract? Which muscles relax? How it happens? Diaphragm muscles contract. External intercostal muscles, which is the rib. You can say rib muscles. Okay, if you are feeling difficulty, if you think it's are in the book the rib muscles are written, I will not stop you, you can write the rib muscles, but you have to study in higher classes, so why not you change the name here, the intercostal muscles. Rib muscles are basic name is intercostal muscles. So intercostal muscles, so they are of two type, external intercostal muscles and internal intercostal muscles. And external intercostal muscles contract and internal intercostal muscle relax. So three muscles movement I will tell simultaneously. You will make reverse, that is expiration. Easier one, look here. These three muscle movement which I am telling you now, for inspiration you will make opposite, it means that is expiration. Now you have to remain attentive in coming sentences which I am showing the movement of the rib cage by the muscles movement. Okay. Diaphragm contract, rib cage, diaphragm contract, dome shape less. External intercostal muscles contract, internal intercostal muscles relax, rib cage move upward, outward. Chest cavity, thoracic cavity increase, lungs volume increase, inside the lungs pressure decrease due to Boyle's law. Outside the body oxygen pressure increase. Difference between high pressure low pressure gradient. According to this pressure gradient formula, everything flow from high pressure to low pressure. Oxygen will move from the high pressure to the low pressure and oxygen will go into the body. That is called inspiration or inhalation. Inhalation finished. Now I will tell you how the expiration will take place. How the expiration will take place. Similarly, you will make it opposite. How you will make this opposite? This is expiration or exhalation, gaseous exhalation with the carbon dioxide. Rib muscle. He is telling rib muscles in your book, so you will say the rib muscles. But better if you use the intercostal muscles if you can. There is no any compulsion, because I will motivate you to learn the simple things earlier and then the complicated things. So intercostal muscles, they are basically the rib muscles. So what happens? Intercostal muscles and rib muscles. Intercostal muscles and rib muscles. I am talking about no expiration. You are ready to learn the expiration now, students? You are ready to learn the expiration. Look here. What happens to diaphragm muscle? Diaphragm muscles relax. Diaphragm muscles relax. Dome shape more. Dome shape more. Dome shape more. Dome shape more. Chest cavity less. Chest cavity less. External intercostal muscles relax, opposite to inspiration. Internal intercostal muscles contract. Rib cage move, look here my fingers, inward, inward, downward, inward, downward. Volume of the chest cavity decrease. Volume of the chest cavity decrease. Lungs contract. Inside the lungs volume decrease. Inside the lungs pressure increase, because volume pressure are inversely proportional according to Boyle's law. You are studying physics. So what will happen? Pressure inside the lungs more, pressure outside the body less. I am talking about pressure of oxygen. This is a partial pressure. This is not the pressure of all gases. Partial pressure mean you are discussing one gas. So I am discussing oxygen only, or oxygen or carbon dioxide. So inside the lungs pressure of carbon dioxide is more. Outside carbon dioxide pressure is less. Carbon dioxide will come out from high pressure to low pressure due to pressure gradient, and this is called expiration or exhalation. Now students, I know what you want to ask. You breathe 16 to 20 times per minute, mean you need to, actually that is related with the heart. In the circulatory system, you were studying in 9th class, your heartbeat actually are related with the lungs. You know, your heartbeat is related with the lungs because lungs is giving oxygen to the heart to supply to the tissue, so they both are interrelated. So heartbeat also related with this one, the 16 to 20 time breathing rate of the human body. Now the important point, you will ask, sir, how you will remember these muscles, because these muscles are confusing. I am making easy for you. Look here. Diaphragm contract, external intercostal muscle and diaphragm, they are similar in reference to contraction. Diaphragm muscles and external intercostal muscles, they are same in reference to contraction. So internal intercostal muscle is only difference. I divided rib muscles into two type: external intercostal muscle, external rib muscles and internal rib muscles. How you will explain now? Diaphragm muscles contract, external intercostal muscles also contract, and internal intercostal muscle relax. Inspiration, inspiration. Similarly, diaphragm muscle relax, external intercostal muscles also relax. Mean external rib muscles also relax. And internal rib muscles or internal intercostal muscle contract. Expiration. The change is diaphragm, less dome shape when diaphragm contract. Rib cage will move upward, outward in the inspiration. Chest cavity increase, lungs expand. Rib cage move inward, downward when external rib muscles relax. Mean internal rib muscles contract and diaphragm relax in the expiration. So this is not difficult, because you need to remember only inspiration. Expiration you will make opposite. I make you diaphragm contract, inspiration, diaphragm relax, expiration. Rib cage move upward, outward, inspiration, inward, downward, expiration. So thank you very much. And students, I expect that you will revise these all things. All information, previous informations are related with upcoming information. Will be very easier for you if you will revise this again and again. Better learn and speak yourself like me, and explain this lecture to yourself, and explain this lecture to yourself, and try to write as well, because by that day you will remember. By that way you will remember these informations quickly. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.